Average women have rosters. All right, so in case you didn't know, average women are dating, they have rosters now. And not only do they have rosters, but they openly talk about having rosters. And you can see this if you're looking on social media. And so I want you to look at this one young lady here. And I would say that she's not a bad looking young lady. She seems relatively young. She's, I mean, she's pretty good looking. I would say she's average-ish. And she has multiple tattoos and multiple piercings in a neck tattoo. That's not really my thing, but listen to her talk about her roster. Okay, here we go.
Have a fucking roster. Have a roster. If guy number 1 is busy, you hit up guy number 2. Guy number 2 is busy, hit up guy number 3. You could have maybe some red shirts in there, so maybe 5 total. Keep yourself busy so that you're not getting attached. The problem comes when you start getting attached and wanting more from these men than they're willing to give. Have a...
Okay, so she talks about getting attached, and I'm guessing that part is she's, I wouldn't say dating out her league, but she's dating someone that has a lot of options. And so whoever this person is that has the multiple options, they just don't want to commit. So to avoid getting hurt, you don't commit to anyone. And if you start getting too close, you just cycle people out in your quote unquote roster. And as crazy as this sounds for most average guys, because having a roster in today's day is just very difficult for the average guy. It's not very easy to entertain more than 1 or 2 women at the same time, because, and let's be honest, I mean, now these days, average women have contact with the top 10, 15% of men. And, you know, if a blue check mark shows up in her social media mentions or in her DMs, average guy no longer has a chance. But anyways, that's just one. So I want to show you another one where you hear the same kind of talk. And I would say that she's probably above average, probably especially when she does her makeup. But again, she's going to talk about her roster. And actually on the other side of this, I'm going to explain why I think what she's talking about is actually a little saddening. But here we go.
If you're single, I 10 out of 10 recommend running a roster or simply dating around. And I know you're gonna be like, oh my God, I don't get it. I don't know how. I'm not a whore. And the thing is like, you don't have to be a whore to date around. I think it's important to date multiple people because you find out what exactly you're looking for. Dating is truly a skill, and it's not something that comes easy to a lot of people. And like many skills, you need to practice. Now, granted, it does depend on the...
Okay, so she talked about practice. So she's getting practice at dating, I guess that's what she's saying. But what I guess that it really means is that she has so many options that, hey, I can practice choosing guys by going on multiple dates. So she keeps going.
You are in your life. But in order to vet out a potential person, you can't fall in love with every man or woman that you meet on the internet. You can't expect this one person that you met by chance to be the person you're supposed to be with forever. I learned through dating around what important questions to ask. What are instant red flags on a date or after you get to know someone a little bit? What are qualities and traits like right off the bat I'm like, heck no? And most importantly, what are overall characteristics that I am looking for in my partner? So go on multiple dates, please.
Okay, so she ends the TikTok by saying, go on multiple dates, please. Of course, that's certainly advice for young women because most average men just don't have that ability. That is just not an option. But the reason why I think it's sad, and you can look at both of these, TikToks. The reason why I think they're both sad is because, I mean, let's be honest. The way it works is young ladies get bombarded with attention from multiple guys from the time they're, 17, 18 till, I don't know, they're early to mid 30s. And then all of that attention gets shifted on to the next group of young women who are 18 to 30 or 18 to 25. I don't know, whatever number you want to use. That attention always shifts back down to the young hot girls. And so when, you're a young woman, you're so used to being the center of attention, you have your fill of dating options, and you think it's going to last forever. And then you start getting into your early to mid 30s, and then it starts dwindling off. And the attention from those options is now drifting back down to you know, the young girl that you used to be and the new girls that are, you know, turning 22 and 25 now. How do you deal with that? How do you deal with that? I mean, this lady, she's average, I guess, but this young lady in particular, if she's going to have a roster, she's going to run a roster for her 20s, you know, when she gets into her 30s, will she be able to consolidate her attention on one guy? I don't know how you can go from being flooded with a bombardment of attention from dating apps and social media, and even when you go out and just from so many different directions, and then you get to an age where you say, okay, I don't need the attention anymore. I don't know if it can go that way. Maybe it can go the other way, from getting no attention to getting a lot of attention, but I don't know how you go from getting a lot of attention to not wanting it anymore. And it's a sad reality, because we're seeing, you know, more and more, you know, women hit their mid-30s into their 40s and they're just not matched up with a partner. And 9 times out of 10, the excuse is, I couldn't find anyone suitable. But, you know, in this case, if you're dating 7 or 8 guys at the same time, like, none of the guys really understand or feel that you're taking him seriously. So he can't develop a deeper relationship with you until he knows that you're serious. But you can't be serious when you're dating 7 or 8 guys at the same time. And it's just the reality of the dating market these days in America. And it's unfortunate on both ends, because there are a lot of decent men that can't find someone to mess around with or, you know, to date. And there are a lot of, you know, decent women who have their attention spread too thin. And when, you know, they hit their older ages, you know, their mid-30s, and the attention turns to the young 20-year-olds, they're left looking around like, where's my man at? And with expectations of the 3 or 4, you know, high-value guys that they spend a night or a couple of little dates or times with, they're thinking, I want that guy now. And that guy was just there for a couple of nights or for a weekend or so, and then he's like, okay, well, I'll catch you next time. And they're left holding the bag in their, I don't know, mid-30s, I suppose. But anyways, that's just the way it is. And for young men trying to date, I suggest what I did, which is, you know, going overseas. And so this is a video I made about burning the boats and how you can mentally prepare yourself for the rigors and the things that come with moving overseas, and some of the things you might have to just let go of. So with that, I want to say thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, feel free to comment down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.